Hello, YouTubers. This is Tia from Musings of a Mystic, and I am back with the last 2 weeks of December reading. It's called What's Coming Towards You the Last 2 Weeks of December 2018. So, why don't we go ahead and get into that? 1, 2, and 3. While you're choosing your deck, I will say that I am doing readings right now. I'm on Instant Go. I accept tips and donations. My email is in the description box below, as well as my my Instant Go information. So that is basically it. Oh, I also sell crystals on eBay. So why don't we go ahead and get into it? Like I said, pile number 1, number 2, and number 3. And if you haven't chosen already, pause the video and then come back. So I'm gonna put that there, that there. This is the only deck that I really do reversals in. It seems to like reversals, but the other ones I don't really do that. So you guys are hematite. I think it's hematite. This is the After Tarot. Is it reversed? Okay. So, Spirit of the highest vibration, please grant me access to the collective so that I can give accurate, concise, and clear answers to the seeker as to what is coming toward them in the last 2 weeks of December 2018. So, these readings are for the collective, and it will not resonate with everyone. If it does not resonate with you, that is okay. It doesn't have to resonate with you. And there are thousands of you, so it's bound to not resonate with someone. That is where the personal reading comes in. So I can connect to your own personal energy instead of the collective energy. So just take that under consideration. What is coming to you the last 2 weeks of December? I'll tell you that the World card might make an appearance because that symbolizes endings, and the end of the year is coming, so that would make sense. And also the Three of Cups tends to pop up too, just to signify celebrations and things like that, parties and get-togethers. The holidays are coming up, so just something that I noticed. All right, so what is coming towards you the last 2 weeks of December 2018? What is coming towards you for the last 2 weeks of December 2018? Not that. Okay. What then is coming toward that? What else? Interesting. So we've got the Hanged Man, the Death card, and the Two of Wands. So there are 2 major arcana cards which tend to herald life changes. And I'm also seeing 10s here. Interestingly, I'm seeing a 10, 2 10s, 2 2s, and a 3. Interestingly, also I'm seeing 11 11. See that 11. That's 11. That's 111, and that's also 11. If you look at it that way, so you might actually be getting connecting to your angels your spirit guides. You might be going through a kind of change in perspective. This card generally speaks about sacrifice, change in perspective. It could also be a Pisces. But I'm seeing two people. There are two people on these cards, these two cards, and they are kind of connecting on an intimate level where she comes along, he's tied to this tree, and she kind of gives him sustenance, water to make sure that he doesn't die on this tree. And here, he is giving her the world, sharing the world together, kind of looking at each other. You might connect with someone. I'm not really feeling like you know this person very well. Like I don't feel like you are already in a relationship with this person is what I mean. Because it looks like something about this connection with this person turns around and it changes drastically and permanently. So like if you're thinking about a friend, maybe I should clarify a little bit. But if you're thinking about a friend or you're in love with a friend or someone close to you, that connection might change and turn more romantic. That wanted to come out too, so. So this person is holding their cards very close to their chest. I always find this person to be very mesmerizing because he's like, look into my eyes. You are getting sleepy, sleepy. Because he's holding on to these coins. It just reminds me of like one of those little things, a pendulum that they're holding in front of your face, and you're watching it, and they're telling you you're getting sleepy, very, very sleepy. So I'm kind of feeling like you guys might actually get a little drunk around the holidays and end up kind of changing a connection that you have with someone. A friend, like having one of those drunken nights with a friend, and then you wake up the next morning like, what did I do? But it's not so bad because you guys might actually be good for each other. For some of you, you might feel like the connection will get ruined, and if you don't want to have this kind of thing, then I suggest maybe you don't drink so much this holiday. But that is what it is. And I also got the Justice card, and 3 of these are major arcana cards, interestingly. So it's interesting because it seems like you guys are going to have a major change, and I feel like the change you're going to have is involving, if you're the man on the tree, it's involving a woman or a feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a woman. And it seems to me like I said, this this relationship or this connection changes with this person, and you guys end up having this kind of result here. And I'm feeling kind of like it's maybe a karmic thing that kind of plays itself out. Maybe the person that you're kind of thinking about, and that's my kid in the background, that you're kind of thinking about, if this resonates with you, the person that you're thinking about, you might have a karmic connection with this person, which is why maybe the connection in the beginning was so strong, but you guys ended up being friends, and now it might end up changing from, like you sacrifice the friendship kind of thing to move it forward and change it forever and become this kind of thing. Yeah, and this can also be about somebody offering their cup of love, offering something emotional. It could just also be an apology. Somebody here could be sacrificing their own ego, especially if it's a Scorpio. What I'm seeing here is Pisces or Scorpio. Could also be Cancer with all these water signs here, all these watery cards. They could also be a fire sign or have that in their chart somewhere. I'm also getting Libra or air sign like Gemini, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I mean, Earth. There's all the signs are here really. But what I'm feeling the most is a water sign. You could be a water sign, or the person that you're thinking about could be a water sign. And if you're not really focused on a person, I feel like somebody's focused on you. But anyway, let me see if there's anything else here. I'm really just getting that this feels like it's a connection with someone. Yeah. An emotional connection with someone that advances from a state of stagnation. Because these two cards can be about stagnation. This man is up here on this tree not doing anything, maybe meditating or just sitting there just being zen or just generally not doing anything. And this man here is like resting on his money, not really getting more and not really spending anything. So he's just kind of sitting here on this little stoop thing, not doing anything. And then something changes. Maybe the offer comes and that change comes. And then there's a connection that's karmic that ends up advancing from whatever state it's in to a different state. And I feel like it is kind of maybe not necessarily romantic because I feel like somebody, like I said, gets drunk and has sex with one of their friends, and then they end up not ruining the connection like people are worried about. Oh my goodness, you're my friend, and if we do this, then it's just gonna change forever. It's not gonna be the same. No, it's not going to be the same. I feel like it's going to be better. This card can also be about. I feel like this deck changes the meaning of this card, but the original meaning of this card is like somebody has holding on to a pole, looking out over this garden, this bay, and he's just kind of like sitting there planning something. I feel like he's planning and he's just trying to see where he wants to go. And it's like he's got two different paths he can take. These two poles are like two different paths he can take, two different actions he can take. But in this card, he's already taken the action. The wheels have already turned, and this woman who, this also could be a past connection coming back. And this past connection could be a soulmate that is just, they're coming back to kind of right or wrong, or coming back to kind of reconnect. But it's like the action has been taken. Whatever situation kind of happened, and there was a connection. And the reason why I'm kind of feeling like this is drinking, I feel like maybe one of your friends is like, okay, let's go out drinking. Like she suggests, oh, let's go out drinking. And you're sitting up on this pole like, it's not going to be anything serious. It's just going to be, one drink and whatever. Maybe this person is like, okay, we'll have another. I'll buy you another one, have another. And then you guys end up kind of moving on from there, going to a hotel room and back to somebody's house. And then, all this stuff happens, and then you end up here the next morning. But I kind of also feel like somebody might have planned this out a bit. Because, like I said, this is a card of planning. So I kind of feel like somebody might have planned this kind of change to happen. And then it happens. And you guys end up... Oh, look at that. This is the bottom of the deck after I shuffled it to clarify. Moving forward victoriously with your pole there. There's a lot of action here. So I'm definitely seeing advancement and some kind of action happening for you guys in the last 2 weeks of December. I'm also feeling like, you connect with someone and then you end up advancing a relationship. Now, if it's not a romantic relationship, the wands can also indicate work. You can connect with somebody through work or about work. There's another 10 too. So 10, 10, 10, like cycling out of something. And I feel like this is kind of divinely guided. So, yeah, hopefully this is something that you want. If not, just watch your back and don't drink too much around someone who might be interested in you that you're not really interested in. Because, when you get drunk, things happen sometimes. So I hope that resonated with you. If it didn't, it might be something that's going to happen and not something that's happened already. But like I said, just keep your eyes open if that's not something you want, and comment below if this kind of resonated. If it didn't, that's okay. You can comment that too. But if you're going to be a jerk, you're going to get blocked from my channel. So don't do that. So pile number 2. What is coming toward you guys? Oh, and you guys also have the pyrite. What is coming toward you guys in the last 2 weeks of December 2018? What is coming toward pile number 2? The secrets of pile number 2. The last 2 weeks of December 2018. Hi. What is coming toward you guys in the last 2 weeks of December 2018? Okay, that just fell off the bottom. It's the 4 of staffs, the 8 of staffs. Oh, crap. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, there's the 2 of swords. Generally, it's about upright. It's about not wanting to make a decision and not wanting to see something. Zoe. Turn it down. She could not hear me. This way, sorry about that. It's more about somebody I feel like has either gone deeper down into denial. I'm feeling more that this person has probably gone deeper down into denial and they're not trying to come out because of the other reversals that we have here. It's the 8 of Wands is reversed. The Lover's card is not reversed. The Ace of Cups is reversed, and the 4 of Staffs, which popped out, is also reversed. I feel like this could not be as bad. It's not as bad as it seems. It seems like, because the 4 of Wands reversed, it's still kind of like a celebration, but it's maybe not as good as it could be. Because it's a positive card. Like this, it's a happy home, you know. I'm feeling like somebody's not able to come home. But you still have your Christmas or your holiday celebration, but it's not as good as it could be because the person that you're waiting for to come home is not going to be there. I'm feeling like this might be a military person that's not coming home, somebody that you're married to, or somebody that you're in a deep committed connection with. This could be a Gemini, it could be a fire sign, Aries. I'm also hearing Libra, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Those are the signs that I'm hearing. Interestingly, I didn't really hear too many water signs, which is weird. But I'm also feeling like there's a message of love that's somehow blocked. Like somebody decides not to come forward with something. For some of you, the person has decided not to come forward with their cup of love right now for whatever reason, and the message is blocked. This could be about messages coming in. You could have blocked this person, and you love this person, but you blocked them because of whatever happened between you guys. You know what I mean? I want to clarify. This could also be about a decision that had to be made, which in the long run will bring you happiness, but right now it's not. It feels like everything has turned upside down. Like things at home are turned upside down, your emotions are upside down, your actions are just all over the place. But you had to make this decision so that you could move forward and have these things, you know, so that maybe you broke up with somebody, right? You decided to break up with someone, maybe this person, decided to break up with this person. And the way that I feel like you didn't do it in a way that was mean and ruthless. You did it in a way that was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. I hope you find what you need in life. And that kind of made things turn around. Like, you might have been with this person for a long time, maybe 8 years or 4 years. And you decided that it's not something you want to do anymore. So you turned your house upside down. This person moved out. Your actions right now are kind of like, maybe I'm not doing anything. I don't know what to do. So I'm just kind of like not doing anything, or forcing connections with other people. And it's not necessarily the right thing to do, but right now I'm having emotional turmoil. So I feel like the next 2 weeks, either you've made this decision already and you're just dealing with the fallout, or you make the decision in the next 2 weeks and it ends up doing this, but in the long run, it's better for you. Let me see. Those want to come out. Yep. Yeah. So something changes. This is the Four of Wands again. So there's like a big change in the home that happens. And pile number 1 also got the Death card. So it's like there's change in the home. 6 of Pentacles also came out. I'm kind of hearing you give someone the boot, like you giving this person the boot, like the person that I feel like you're dealing with or we're dealing with might have been someone who was leeching off of you, and you might have loved this person. This might have been a codependent thing where you were giving them everything, paying all the bills, taking care of them, and then you are like, look, I cannot do this anymore. You are not pulling your weight here. You're just in my house, eating all my food, drinking all my stuff, and I'm not getting what I need here. So I'm not giving you any more handouts. You have to go. And that just turns everything upside down for you. Eight of Staffs. The pile number 1 also got the Hanged Man. Yeah, so the decision you had to sacrifice that thing because the investment that you made in this person or the situation you were kind of waiting to see if you would get a return on those seeds you planted, but now you kind of feel like, 6 and the 6 goes up to the 7. So it's like you were giving and giving and giving, and you were waiting to see if what you gave was going to come back to you when it didn't. So now you're sacrificing, you're scrapping the whole project, basically, right? You're scrapping the whole project and making that decision, and just like moving this person out, like making that big change inside of your home, your sphere, your environment, and then you made the decision, you did the action, and now you're just kind of like, ending it. And maybe this is the person you're dealing with. This could be you. You're thinking more with your head now than your heart, and you kind of have to let this person go. This person, you might be a Gemini. Moon, rising, Mars, Venus. You might be a Gemini or Aquarius in those placements. And I also saw the Devil. So I feel like this situation was toxic, and you're seeing with clarity now that it was toxic. And I strongly feel like it was inside of your home. It's not like inside of your home. It's like in your sphere. Could be a friend that you just stop being friends with because this person's no good for you. And you're finally seeing it for what it is. This popped out. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's weird because it basically like flipped over this way. Wheel of Fortune could be about unpredictability. It could also be about things happening behind the scenes. So I feel like you pushing this other energy out of your energy field helps you move along your path. So like if it's a person you had to get rid of, you made that decision to get rid of that person. That person, and that was the Wheel of Fortune again. I saw the corner of it pop up. You made the decision to leave that person, like let that person go. And then you're able now to kind of move on, you know, like I said before, you feel kind of sad about it. But ultimately it's better for you, you know, in the long run. Lovers. Yeah, it causes it. Yep. There's so much stress right now involving the decision the decision that you made. And you're like, is this the right thing to do? And if this isn't about you, it's about the person that you're kind of dealing with. And once you kind of get beyond this, like emotions being topsy-turvy, this could be an angry discussion that you had. Especially with the Eight of Staffs, it could be angry communication that you had. And you're like, look, I am not doing this with you anymore. I've waited and waited and waited. I'm not getting my shit back. So I'm sacrificing this connection with you because I'm more important to me than you are important to me. Understand? So once you kind of get beyond this overflow, I feel like it's more of an overflow of negative emotion, kind of releasing all of the pent up words that went unsaid, and the words that were like, you know, okay, maybe I shouldn't say that because I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. You know, maybe I shouldn't stand up for myself here because I don't know if it's the right time. So after you're like, look, word vomit. It's been 7 years. This is not working for me anymore. I'm done. Get out. Goodbye. It's my house. You're not in my food anymore. Don't call me anymore. Don't text me anymore. And once you get beyond that, you know, you kind of get that second chance. This could also be a phone call that you have with someone. And like I said, these energies can be reversed. So if you feel like you're the one making the decision, then you're the one who is making the decision and kind of, you know, kicking this person out of your life, kicking this energy out of your life. It could also be a habit. You're like, I'm tired of drinking. I'm tired of living like this. I'm done. I'm done with it. It's gone. I'm making that change inside of my own like internal environment. I'm done with this. The new year is coming. This is my resolution. I'm just done with it. I'm done with toxicity. I'm done. Just done. I keep hearing done. I'm done. So pile number 2 should be titled, I'm done. Hands in the air. I'm done. I made the decision and I'm done. And after all of this kind of passes, you can start over again. It's just the Judgment card. It could be a call. I generally get this and I think of a phone call often, especially with the Eight of Wands there. Or you might scrap that whole relationship or the situation or the habit or whatever and decide to just start over again, doing something else somewhere else with someone else. So I feel like it's going to be challenging, but I also feel like for you guys, it's ultimately a good decision, the right decision in the long run. And after you scrap whatever toxicity, whatever is not working for you anymore, this could be about a New Year's resolution too. Like you made the decision and you're just done. You're done with whatever is no longer serving you. And you're ready to start over for 2019. So I'm feeling like it's like a rock and a hard place kind of thing. Y'all, turn it down. Riley. My children are sitting right over there on the tablet. Sorry. And then you start all over again. This is the Fool. So it's like the year ends and you're done with that situation. So you just kind of start over, which is good. Good for you guys. It's going to be difficult, but, you know, at least you get to start over after, you know, the curtain falls and all other good stuff. So this is black tourmaline for pile number 3. Hopefully I can get through this without my kids being noisy in the background. Okay, so what is coming toward pile number 3? The last 2 weeks of December 2018. I wanted to say 2013, but I'm like, that is actually not even the years. What is coming toward? Why is that? What? How did these even get reversed? Hold on. It's weird. Those are the only ones that appear to be reversed in this deck. That's reversed too. How very strange. I don't read reversals in this deck, but the Magician and the Emperor are both reversed, so let's see if they pop out reversed in the reading. It's coming toward the Seeker. The last 2 weeks of December 2018. So it's coming toward the Seeker. The last 2 weeks of 2018. Should I take all of these? That's a lot of cards. That needs to go there. Should I take these? Interesting. The Empress is reversed. Should I shuffle this again? Weird. Okay. That was weird. Y'all saw the Emperor come out reversed. And now we've got the Emperor. She came out like violently and sped it, like flung around there. So something here, I'm hearing cut off. Like the energy is cut off. The Hanged Man is reversed, which I don't necessarily take to be a bad thing. It just kind of depends on the clarifiers that we pull. And this is also conflict. The Five of Wands reversed. And we also have the Seven of Swords. So definitely gonna need to clarify those. But looking at it, looks like something weird going on here. What is it with pile number 3? Like the last video that I did for pile number 3, something very similar happened. Like the first 2 piles were, oh, happy, happy, joy, joy. And then pile number 3 came out and it was like swords, 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, devil. I was like, what is really going on with you guys? Anyway, let's use this one instead of that one. They're both the same deck, but it'll be okay. I can tell the old ones are older, but it looks like some kind of conflict seems to cause, like, the one conflict that's there gets resolved, but then it causes other kinds of conflict, you know? Maybe you get out of a relationship, this is the Knight of Pentacles, or you find some kind of independence. You in some kind of conflict. There might have been too many people involved. As you can see, there's a lot of competitors here, and they're all competing for whatever reason. And that ends. So all of that stops. And then you find this, maybe you're like, I don't want any of them. Maybe there are a bunch of people or a bunch of jobs, right? Or a bunch of different competing ideas or options. And you're like, I don't want any of them. I'm just going to be alone, right? So you kind of come out of that energy of conflict and you're just like, you know, chilling here with my pentacles and my garden with my hawk. What? I got a hawk. What is the Seven of Swords all about? Should I take? Yeah, take flipped out. Okay, so secretly working, but secretly developing. Like what? One more card. That's 2 cards. I got a glimpse of him at the bottom. So this person might be secretly developing something. It might be you secretly developing something. Because this person is working on something. And they're not just working on it. They're hard at work. I feel like here, no, that's not good enough. I gotta do it again. Wait, no, that one's not good enough either. I gotta do it again. And again, and again, and again. It's not perfect yet. It's not perfect yet. This one might be perfect. Let me keep working on it. I'm working out the kinks. I'm secretly, discreetly working out the kinks in this situation so that I can give my best so that I can move forward here. But what are you moving forward toward? What do you want? Let's ask that question. What does this person want? What does the King of Swords want? And he might actually be working out. Let's see what the clarifier is. What does he want? What does he want? What does the King of Swords? It's a lot of cards. Okay. What does the King of Swords want? This person might be watching you. Yeah, this person might just want to come forward and have a reason to celebrate. Like, this person is thinking very, very hard, working very, very hard on something so they can come forward here. What the? I should have just taken them all. There's your 7 of Swords again. There's a Pentacle. Okay, so they were like, I was like this. The guys were like, just turn them all over. What are you doing? So I was like, okay, fine. So I turned them all over. This is about commitment. And this is the King of Pentacles. And that's the King of Swords there. So this person, I feel like they are working on their offers. It's like, you see that Pentacle down there that he's working on? It's like he wants the best one to give to you. If you're not the King of Swords, I feel like the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords are the same person. But this person could be 2 different people. And don't even take the gender as anything. You could be a boss and they're working on their resume or whatever so they can get a promotion from you. Or if these 2 are not them, that one of these is you, you could be like somebody they're working on a loan application and they want to get it right. They could offer you their loan application and you say yes. But I am feeling more like this is the same person. The King of Pentacles and the King of Swords is the same person. And this person has been watching your ass secretly for a long time, and they know what they want, and they want you, and they don't even care if it has to be a third-party situation, because like I said, we've got 3 different court cards here. And the Empress over there. But they don't care. It's like, I've seen you. I've seen you. I've been watching you for a long time. Secretly, of course. They could be on your social media. This could also be. I see the 3 as a card of social media, because it's a card of being social. And people nowadays, they spend their time on Facebook being social instead of like going out. So I see this as kind of like, especially with these 2 sword cards and the King, he's probably doing it in such a way that you would never even know that he even knew you had a Facebook. You never even know that this person was anywhere near close to you at all. Especially if you left this person behind and they've been watching you for a long time, watching your social media. And if you've got like liked pages on your social media, they probably went through all your likes, went to the pages that you like. If it was like MySpace, you liked MySpace on Facebook, they probably went to MySpace and found your profile. Even if it was an old one, they found your profile on MySpace, and they're going through all those likes there too, and they're following that trail, trying to get to know you better. So when they pop up again, they will have perfected this offer. They will have perfected this pinnacle. They'll be able to slip right up into your life. Like, look, you might, okay, so you like dogs. You like the page that said dogs, right? I like dogs. So they go to the page that you liked, and you posted, oh, Shar-Peis are my favorite dog. I don't even know why I said Shar-Pei. Maybe you've got a Shar-Pei. Maybe you like Shar-Peis. To me, they look like little goblins with all the rolls. But anyway, they look at the Shar-Pei page. Maybe you liked, oh, I like dogs, dog page, Shar-Peis, love Shar-Peis. You like the Shar-Pei page. They go look at, oh, my Shar-Pei's dog, my Shar-Pei name for my dog is Chanel or whatever, right? So they have followed that trail so that they can get this offer right. I'm hearing desperate, like desperately, madly are the words that I'm getting. And they are so determined that they're determined to do it. They're doing it secretly. So you might want to watch out, because this person, I don't need this. We've got 2 of these, so I'll put that back so I don't get them confused. But they are working on these offers so that they can offer you what is it? An offer you can't refuse. An offer that you cannot refuse. They're working on the offer that you cannot refuse. Because they want this. And they want it to stay this. They want this, like, they want to offer you the offer, and they want you to take it, and they just want you to be there with them forever, and that's it. That's it. We're married. I don't care. Like, if I have to Facebook stalk you and create a different account to Facebook stalk you and continue to Facebook stalk you and maybe even stalk you a little bit in real life, I don't feel like this person is necessarily dangerous. I just feel like this person is calculating, and they are very calculated in what they're doing. And they are working on doing it in a way that they victoriously move into this commitment and stay there, which is odd. You know, it's just odd. But at least this person might have a lot of money. If they don't have a lot of money, then they are at least stable. Or they just could be an earth sign. But I'm also getting from this card determined. I'm hearing Taurus. This person could be a Taurus. Taurus people like to get into relationships and stay there. So I feel like he wants, if it's not a he, it's a she. That doesn't, if you're, just whatever. This person wants to have this with you, and they want it to last forever. And they don't want to have to, I feel like something happened with you guys, and like, they're kind of just off in the background. Like, maybe you were like, okay, nothing's happening between me and that person. We're just, that's it. It's over. It's done. But they're stalking you. They are stalking you, and they are working very, very hard so that when they come back, you say yes, and you continue to say yes. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why you're in this energy. Maybe this person caused a lot of conflict, maybe even hurt you a little bit, and you're like, I'm done. I'm just not even interested. I'm done. Goodbye. Don't call me no more. Don't text me no more. You made that sacrifice and you got off the tree. You got your perspective and you were done. And you probably cut off. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you were probably this way to this person. Loving, nurturing, kind, motherly, voluptuously beautiful, goddessly. And then you're like, boop, no more for you. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. And then I don't think this person took it very well. I feel like there was like an outpouring of emotion. They're like, oh, just and then after all of that, they went into this kind of, all right, fine. Maybe I screwed this up. Maybe this was my soulmate. Maybe this is the person that I was supposed to be with, and I just fucked up, you know? I fucked it up. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. So you might have cut off this person. You might have cut this off toward this person. I feel like this is probably you. You probably are just the Empress. You could be a Taurus. I mean, that's why I was hearing Taurus. I'm feeling also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could be any Earth sign, really, because I feel like the Empress, she's just the Empress. Or any Earth sign, or any sign that is ruled by Venus. So it could be Libra as well. But anyway, I feel like you are this person, and you probably gave a lot to this person that's been watching you. You probably gave a lot. You probably showed them, you know, what it's like to really be loved. And they did some stuff. They did some stuff. They caused some, wreaked some havoc, and you're like, okay, no, goodbye. I'm good alone. I can do bad all by myself. I don't need you. So you dipped. You got your perspective. You got off the tree, and you dipped. And now they're like, ooh, I probably shouldn't have done those things. Probably shouldn't have done those things. And I lost. And for some of you, this person, maybe what I should do is see what this person's intentions are. Because we've got with this, like, this person, I feel like this person intends to come back around. And they, like I said, they intended to do this. What is the most important thing for the seeker to know about this situation? What is the most important thing for the seeker to know about this situation? You're not even seeing it. Like, you're not even paying attention to it. You don't even want to look at it. I feel like this person is probably, I could take this two different ways. You felt stuck, or you still feel stuck. You might have physically cut this person off. You don't go talk to them anymore, but you might still have feelings for them. And those feelings might have you in this energy where you're kind of stuck. You feel like you're stuck. You think you're stuck, but honestly, if you really wanted to, you could just do, move on, basically. You could leave this behind and move on. But you still think about it, but you're not doing anything. You're not going toward them. You are not going toward them at all. Like, you have put this, some of you have put this energy to rest already. Like, no, I'm moving on, I'm done. I cut them off. I saw the truth, from my meditation on that tree. I saw the truth. I got down off the tree. I'm just done. I'm done. But, some of you, you're moving from this to this, where you're just, the situation is dead. You're moving from, oh, I just can't, to, I'm done. It's over. And that's what you're moving toward. And for them, they don't want you to see that they're here planning, meditating, and there's a lot of swords here. There's a lot of swords here. Got the king, the page, the 7, which came out twice, the 4, and the 8. I feel like they want you to think that it's over. They want you to kind of get into this energy where you're like, I'm done thrashing and gnashing my teeth and do my clothes. And oh my God, why? They want you to get to the point where you are unaware. You're no longer thinking about it and you're unaware. So that you might forget about some of the things they did. So they can sneak back in with all of this new intel. So that they can offer you maybe an apology, but probably not the apology that you needed at the time that this situation happened. One of those watered down apologies, like, hey, we had a bad past, but past is in the past, and I like Sharpays too. So, that we have that in common, and I like dogs. I've got a dog now, I didn't have one when you were around, but I've got one now, and it's a Shar-Pei. Don't you want to come pet my Shar-Pei? Kind of like one of those deflect, like, I've apologized, but it's not really an apology. It's one of those kind of like, it's barely an apology. You know what I mean? Like, I said that I should apologize, and you took that to mean that I was apologizing, but I didn't actually apologize to you. I came and I brought gifts, and I looked like I was sorry, and you took that as an apology, but it's not really an apology. I feel like if this person comes back in, don't forget. You know what I mean? You can forgive, but don't forget, because they might fall back into those old patterns again and cause this again, and the cycle will start all over again, and then you're going to have to be like, look, I'm cutting you off again. I'm cutting you off again because I'm done with it. If you are the Empress energy, you probably attract people like this, where they see that you love more unconditionally than anyone else does. I mean, you probably are more tolerant and loving than anyone else is. Generally, you're probably an empath or have some kind of spiritual gift where you attract people who could be narcissistic or selfish, and even if they're not generally that way, you kind of dredge up that kind of stuff in them because they're hiding that. They're hiding the hurt, and you're like, you bring the hurt up and you try to love it out of them, but they keep perpetuating the cycle. So you have to break it off with these people, and you leave a trail of people who are like, oh, when she was here or he was here, I felt so loved and I felt like I was accepted. And it's like they know that you are healing. They know that you are healing. I'm hearing somebody out there can put their hands on people and just heal them. They know that you're healing. They know that you're loving. They know that you make them feel better. For something that's just an ego boost, they know that you make them feel better, and they want to get back into that. And that's what this person is working on. How can I get back to that? How can I get back what I had? How can I get this person back in my life? And how can I make them stay this time? So I'm working on perfecting this. They probably, when they come back, they might seem a little robotic. It might not seem genuine because they probably practiced it so many times. Should I say it this way? No, that sounds weird. Should I say it that way? No, that's not right. Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I move this way? Should I smile at this time? And they probably orchestrated it so perfectly. They're revising it, and they're probably trying to do it in a way that they don't cause themselves to have ego death, where they are. That's kind of what this is. Ego death. I think, I feel, I thought, I am, I'm stuck. My ego has me stuck and trapped. And then all that just dies. Or goes to the rest. Like, it all just kind of shuts down, The ego is like, all of this is gone. It gets reduced down to 4. There might be still some issues, but there's less of them, and it just dies. It continues to reduce in this coffin, sarcophagus, like anybody would do in a coffin, continuing to deteriorate and decay. And that was weird. That was very strange. I'm feeling like somebody out there is dealing with bodies, like you deal with. And there goes the Queen of Swords, the counterpart. You're probably a soulmate. This is probably some twin flame stuff. Because we saw the Emperor and the Empress, and we've got a connection here between two people where they are the same suit. So, yeah, this probably is somebody who's going to come back around from your past and try and offer you something. But like I was saying, I feel like somebody out there that's watching this video is a mortician or something like that. Should I even ask this question? Like, is there anything else the seeker needs to know? Freaking 6 of Cups. Past life. This is probably karmic. That's probably what this is. It's probably a karmic situation where there's just a lot of history. A lot of the old from this person is coming back around again. Those 3. I think all of these go back in my older deck. I think. Maybe except this one. Yeah. Okay, so we clarified that with this. Okay. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Is there anything else the seeker needs to know about this situation with this person? The King of Swords. The 2 of Swords wants to come out. Another card of stagnation and thinking, being in denial. I feel like this is kind of the card that's in denial. Like, you feel like you cut this person off. You feel like this person's not coming back, but you'd be wrong about that one. Maybe you feel like, oh, I've healed from that completely. I don't feel anything for that person anymore, but that person, that's not necessarily true. One last time. Is there anything else the seeker needs to know about this situation going on the last 2 weeks of December? Here we go again with this. You're getting an offer. And this could run over. I'm seeing this as even maybe the 1st of January or the 1st of the next year, where you're getting an offer from someone. The King of Swords. One last time. Anything else the seeker needs to know? Situation last 2 weeks of December. Yeah, there was the 3 of Cups again. 9 of Cups. Somebody is planning to get what they want. There was the Hanged Man and the Death card, which speaks again to this, where the perspective has changed. The perspective has changed permanently. So put that there. The bottom of the deck is the Judgment card. So there's going to be a second chance here. This person wants a second chance. They want to come back around with an offer so that they can get a second chance, which is what they want. And they want, it might be around the Christmas too, where this person comes back around with this offer. So what I'm getting is between Christmas, where the celebrations are going on, and the New Year in January, this person will probably return. They're planning to return. They're looking on at like how how exactly they can do it, but I don't feel like they're coming back in their purest form, because yeah, they're holding on to they're holding on to you, but they've also got probably their ego and all of what happened still like hanging around in the background, not too far away. Like yeah, they're looking out, they're planning, but they're holding on to you, but they've also got something else going on in the background, and it could be a third person that's involved. I'm really strongly feeling that maybe it's not a third person, but it's their own ego, their secret mission that's hanging out. I've got this. This is the card of planning. I'm planning. I'm holding on to whatever it is that I want here. Holding on to what I want. But it's you, me, and my plan. You, me, and my plan. Having a party, basically. You know what I mean? But they're going to come back with an offer. And it's going to seem like a stable offer. And it probably is more of a stable offer. But it's steeped in secrecy and secrets. Secrecy and secrets, same thing. Secrecy and like fogginess. Where this person, I feel like they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes, but they're not trying to do it to hurt you necessarily. They're trying to do it to get what they want. And they want you to stay this time. And they want you permanently. So that might end up offshooting. It's like, yeah, I want you to be with me, and I want to be happy. But that might kind of offshoot, these branches come off of this tree, my plan, my happiness, and these other branches come off that end up hurting you in the long run. If that makes sense? I don't think I should go any deeper into this, or I'm going to be talking about this for a while. Maybe I should do an extended for this. If you guys want to see it'll be a free extended. I'm experimenting with doing extended now, extended kind of readings. If you kind of want to see like how they're going to do it, what exactly their plan is, what their intentions towards you are, just to reconfirm that, how they feel about you, and stuff like that, just comment below, and I'll try and get that out before Christmas. But just let me know, and we will go on from there. And there goes the Emperor. This is probably some twin flame bullshit, where I feel like the masculine twin is planning. He's the one that fucked up, and now he's trying to get back into your good graces and stuff. So anyway, that is it, y'all. Hope it all works out for you. My name is Tia from Musings of a Mystic, and I sell crystals on eBay. I also do readings on Instant Go. I do them through email as well. The way that works is I get the question, I'll do a video and show you while I'm shuffling, and then show you the cards, and then go through the meaning and what I'm feeling. And then you'll get that video, but it'll be an unlisted YouTube video. So, yeah. I think that's it. That last reading kind of has me a little flustered. I'm like, But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Comment below. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, I also do free readings on Facebook. I'm a part of this community where we do readings for people who need them for free. You might not necessarily get one from me, but you'll probably get one from one of the other approved readers there. Just so you know, that's an option. I will see you guys next time. Ta-ta. For now.